We are here with Kelvin Gastelum, the number 5 ranked middleweight, who will be taking on Jacare Souza, UFC 224, May 12th, Rio de Janeiro.
Yes.
Jumping into the Lion's Den yet again.
Yes.
How you feeling?
You know, like you said, I'm jumping in the Lion's Den, but right in his hometown or right in his backyard. But yeah, I've been in this position many times already, where I'm not going to be the favorite of the crowd, you know, and I've been in this position, so I feel good. You know, I prepared well for this fight, I trained well for this fight, and I'm confident in my abilities for this fight.
All right, now, we are almost a year ago to the day, you tweeted, suspension accepted, but I will never, all caps, NEVER, never fight in Brazil again. All they want is $, $, and you're fighting in Brazil again.
Yes, yes. I know I said that. I was a little nervous accepting this fight because of the issues that I had with the commission. I know they're going to be paying a close eye attention to me, but it's okay, you know. I was given 2 options, either fight in Brazil or fight in Chile, and honestly I felt like Rio was going to be the better option for me, just because I love the Brazilian fan base. Right. They actually have a pretty good reception of me, and I get a lot of Brazilian fans telling me they support me. Even though they're Brazilian, they're going to support me. So I actually really enjoy the culture, the food, and going there.
How was that first experience down there? And you're fighting Vitor Belfort,
right?
One of the gods, right?
Yeah.
How was that experience for you?
It was awesome. It was awesome. For me, it was awesome because, like I said, people welcomed me pretty well. You know, I had people come up to me in the streets and say, "Hey, I'm a big fan and wish you all the best." And one more thing, you're gonna die.
Vai morrer.
Vai morrer, exactly. And it was just cool, though, you know, because they just really respectful and they appreciate, you know, fighters. And it was really cool to get that kind of reception from them.
How much is that going to benefit you, having been there and done that?
I think it'll benefit me. You know, I already have a pretty solid fan base out in Brazil, and I feel like a lot of the Brazilians welcome me, and even though they're not going to cheer for me, they still appreciate a fighter, you know,
right.
and it feels good.
But also the travel and everything that comes with it, from not being on your turf or even here in the States.
Right.
There's a lot that goes into fighting in Brazil.
There's a lot that goes into the fight week. You know, you're traveling, you know, 10, 12 plus hours to another country, another time zone, in a different environment, away from your home, away from your comfort zone.
Right.
You know, I don't know the area. I don't know where the right type of foods that I need, and etc. There's a long list of homework that you got to do before heading out. You know, this is not an easy fight. And everybody in the top 5 is like that. And, you know, any one of those guys can be champion right now. So. You know, I expect a difficult fight, and these are the kinds of fights that I want. You know, I want to fight these guys that'll show that I'm more than capable to compete and win against these guys.
And this is the type of fight you have to take. For the ultimate goal, right?
Exactly. So you know, I take every fight with the title in mind. Ever since my first fight in the UFC, it's been like, which fight is going to get me closer to the title shot? You know, every single fight I've had the title in mind. So. This is I think the one right. That'll get me that title shot.
What do you expect from Jacare Souza?
I expect a hard fight. Really hard fight. You know, he's gonna want to use his grappling. I know he's seen the Chris Weidman fight and thinks he's gonna be able to implement that same game plan.
Right.
Is what I think. But you know, I prepared differently for this fight. I trained differently. I did different things for this fight, and I think it's going to make the difference in this fight against Jacare. How
do you see the fight going?
You know what? I always expect going in there hoping for the best. You know, I always expect to going in there and getting the knockout, and so hopefully that's what happens. I'm not Mystic Mac or anything, but I'm going to say a first-round knockout. What
have you seen of Souza in his last 2 fights?
You know what? He hasn't really engaged in the takedowns or engaging in using his jiu-jitsu. He's been knocking people out, and it's been working. You know, he's won the fights. He's won his last 2 fights, I think. Or no, he won his last one, lost the one before that, but won the other one before that. But he's been knocking people out. You know, so if he wants to stand, then that's
you're good with that, right?
I'm good with that. Yeah.
All right. Kelvin Gastelum, Jacare Souza, UFC 224, May 12th, Rio de Janeiro. Wish you all the best.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me. And, man, hopefully you guys see me again with my hand raised.
Look forward to it. Thank you.